Tag along with Amy and Jamie while we meet the authors. Right here on Amazon Live. Ask questions to win a prize from your favorite author's life. So come on, just tag along with Amy and Jamie while we meet the authors. Right here on Amazon Live. Ask questions to win a prize from your favorite author's life.
Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
You got something in your ear still?
I do.
You doing the ear hop?
How can you tell? My ear felt like it had a bug in it just before we started.
Oh, that's a weird feeling.
I know. And then I'm like, so I went and put a little drop of stuff in it.
Oil or something in it?
Yeah.
Well,
so if an alien starts to crawl out, I'm aiming it towards Amy because I'll probably understand the alien just as much as I understand Amy half the time. So I figure you guys can chat.
I cannot understand your accent right now. I don't even know what you're saying.
Oh, cool.
But I am very
G'day,
excited.
Jenny.
Yay, Jenny. Hello.
G'day, Jenny.
We have a really cool author today.
We
I'm
do.
so excited to talk to her. She's got a really cool vibe.
Oh, yeah.
She's already fun.
She is.
She's fun, which is
and
great.
she's highly intelligent. She's laughed at nearly every one of my jokes so far, and that's a sign of a great person.
She thinks Jamie's funny, so she always is going to win, right?
My ear feels so funny.
Her name is Seana Zelazo, and I should have asked her
how to pronounce her. We'll go dib dib dob. You do it. She looks like she's been trying to win Scrabble with her last name. There, it's like I've got these letters left over. I've got triple word score. What?
These are worth a lot, and there's two of them.
She's fantastic to talk to. Fantastic information and a brilliant book that she's going to share with us about what's going on in the world.
Yeah, and she's a psychotherapist. She's a spiritual coach, and she's an intuitive channel. And she's committed to helping us live unapologetically. Woo! And I'm kind of excited about that.
I know, you're very excited when you read that part. There's so many people that you've met so far, and you've gone, oh, living unapologetically. I can't wait for this.
You know why? Because I have been I am guilty of apologizing for my whole life. And feeling ashamed for, like, even for ADHD symptoms, like things like that, right? Well, she's the author of The Way of Inanna, and I probably should have asked how to pronounce that one too.
We should get her in so she can spell check our vocabulary.
And I can't wait to hear about it. It's a heroine's guide to living unapologetically. So everybody on Amazon, please give a very warm welcome. If we could add her to the stage.
Woo! Shada! Oh, me.
Yeah, that was you. That was your cue.
That
I
was
got
my
it.
cue.
Yeah, that was your cue. Jamie missed it.
I love it. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm so excited to be here. And you pronounced my last name perfectly. That's it. Zelazo. You've got it. Yes. And the book, The Way of Inanna, is really a combination of the essence of my work. And I found, so Inanna is the Sumerian goddess of love and war. So she has many epitaphs. She's also known as the goddess of thunderstorms and rain, of the morning and the evening star, related to Venus. So she is a goddess that I think both of you would really resonate with because she insists on her physicality. So she brings the divine into the physical form. And what's so cool about her unapologetic nature is she owns her polarities. She doesn't disavow them. She doesn't shut them down. She owns who she is. And this is one, I would say, attribute that really spoke to me when I found her, or let's say remembered her. And as with a clinical background, my background as a psychotherapist, I really saw in her mythology, as I dove deep into her mythology, a way to understand our personal growth, to look at the challenges that we encounter in life from a lens of empowerment instead of disempowerment. And she helped put together a framework for me. And I put the book together because I wanted to share that. And it, the intuitive aspect of my practice is included in the book because I add at the end of each chapter. So what I do in the book is I use one of her myths, and I do correlate it with one of the 7 chakras. So one of the chakras that are within. So it's connected to the body. She has 7 gates of her initiation. So there's 7 gates that are chapters in the book. And the the myth that I choose is related to a particular and analogous challenge that's present in the everyday world. One of them is addiction, for example.
Okay.
And I then use a healing intervention that is based on prayer, ritual, meditation, that really brings in the intuitive. So it facilitates a process for the individual to be like their own guide, their own therapist. It really gives them the power to bring about the transformation, to alchemize from their own hand by engaging in the rituals at the end and such. So I think what you were saying, Amy, earlier about feeling sort of apologetic for even having ADHD symptoms, that what Inanna shows us is that we can own all parts of ourselves and celebrate them. And to me, as with my background as a therapist, a lot of the work that comes forward, and I'm sure for both of you, I know that you were talking, Jamie, about the healing work that you do. I'm sure that a lot of that which you interface with is this desire to embody self-love. And how do we really transform? One of the quickest ways is to really align our internal vibration to unconditional love. So unconditional love of self. And Inanna was my biggest teacher for that. So that's why I wrote the book, because she just put it all together.
That is great. There's a lot in there. I'm even more excited now because I had a quick squiz and Amy kept saying, I don't need to be unapologetic anymore. I'm like, yeah, but it's 3 a.m. I think we can talk about this at a later date.
I can finally stop apologizing.
Yes.
And these are all my bed coverings. Unapologetically. Anyway, this is so exciting. I love the fact that you have this knowledge base plus this 4,000-year-old ancient Sumerian clay tablets brought down information, the goddess, and that combined with the psychotherapy, combined with the energy meridians of the body, everything is connected. And it looks like you took 3 areas of life that seem unconnected and said, no, it's all connected. And it's a way for you to be self-healing in the process of becoming self-aware. And that's one of the key elements that I encourage 100% of the people out there to do. Do a little bit of personal contemplation, meditation, and look at who you are and what you want to do and be and what feelings and thoughts come up. And grab this book and use it as a guide through that process as well.
What I love is that there's mythology in there, and then it's related to what's happening in our lives now. Like, how do the story? I love things that relate like that.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I think it's pronounced mythology because it's a goddess, as opposed to mythology. Mythology. Me and my grandson think that's funny. That's about it. So, what was the stimulus moment where you're like, I'm going to put this into a book? What was the trigger for that?
I love that question. Thank you, Jamie. So I have a background in end of life work as a hospice social worker before I went into private practice psychotherapy. And so I've always had this deep, deep connection, even as a little girl, which may sound odd, but not to both of you, with death. And Inanna, when I first found her myth, her most I would say popular myth is the descent of Inanna. And in it, she's called to the underworld and she dies, but is reborn. So I saw in her this sister, so to speak, around what her interests are. She's I would say a goddess of the death mysteries. So I found this shared interest, and I had gone through loss personally, and the number of circumstances that unfolded that sort of brought me into my descent led me to her story. And when I found her story, that particular myth, I fell in love. And then I went deeper into exploring more of her mythology and realized she needs to come back and be remembered. And she is collectively. There's a deep interest in Inanna. I mean, there always has been, but there's a resurgence. And I really feel like her energy is very potent for the now. And one of those reasons is that unapologetic quality, because her message is, in essence, love yourself, start within, make the transformation, for the change in the world around us. Unify yourself. Come into an open-hearted stance within yourself to be that for the world around you and to elicit that change in the world around you. And so it came together when I realized that, and why I wanted to write the book, I realized that the clients that I see, because I have a full practice, that there were opportunities right, left, and center for people who were going through initiations, but they didn't have that language. They were challenges. But if you shift it and see these challenges from the lens of initiation, it's a much, much more empowering perspective. And so I wanted to, in essence, sort of give my clients like a session that they don't need to have a contact with me. They can find it for themselves in the book. And so,
very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is cool, and I love the fact that it's the goddess. If anybody's done any kind of like what would you call that, research, looking back, and you'll see it's pretty good if everyone could do that, because you'll see these patterns of human behavior, dimensions of society and thought forms that create and then collapse, create and then collapse. And back in more ancient times, where there was more of a balance between the masculine and the feminine, and most of the leaders were feminine, and there was all these goddesses, and there was a lot less conflict. There was more communication. And coming back into that concept of like the Barbie movie. I know, I've gone from an ancient goddess to the Barbie movie, which Amy dragged me there, even though I was wearing my Ken shirt. Anyway, dragged me there, screaming for more popcorn. But there's a balance of showing, hey, when the world is out of balance, and it's out of balance right now. I mean, you look anywhere and you see it. Too much water, flood. Too little water, drought. Balance, beautiful abundance. So having more understanding of all these entities and the self-awareness, because that's where there's a lot of imbalance as well, because we're looking at the external and disconnecting from the internal of how that relates. So I think this is a powerful book, and I just had a look. You can grab it on audiobook right now with a free trial with Prime. I've got 2 audiobooks waiting for me. So I'm going to grab this and put it in my audio file. And it's just $8.99 on Kindle, paperback. You can get it in an audio CD. There's a whole lot of different ways you can grab this book.
And it gives you an audio sample if you go to the listing too. And just real quick, hi, John. Hey, Evans. Hello, Ginny. Everybody's saying hello to Shauna in the chat here. Good to see you guys. We're super glad you joined us today. Yeah.
Well,
and feel free to ask any questions. So me, I love anything goddess wise, because I am very much into women's rights and just how much we've been held back. And a lot of people don't even know it. Like, I mean, it was like literally within the last few years that I even knew or understood that women couldn't own their own credit cards until 1974.
Wow.
And to balance that out, Amy now has all the credit cards and gives me $50 allowance a month. And so we're trying to keep that balance. But every little bit counts.
We also weren't allowed to own our own businesses. We couldn't get a loan without a male co-signer until 1988.
Wow.
And there's a lot of harsher laws, but I can't say them on Amazon. There's a lot worse ones out there, but I can't say them on Amazon.
Yes.
Yeah. This is very cool. So what is one of the key stories? You mentioned the death and
the ascent.
Now that story, like, again, folks, go look at some of the ancient documentaries about all different places. Those pyramids that are in Russia are phenomenal and exciting. And one of the Zia countries, like, I don't know. I remember it borders Russia. There's a blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Kakistan. Anyway, but I digress now. But yeah, check out the ancient stories. I got sidetracked by thinking about those pyramids.
Yes, no, you were asking me about one of the myths. Yes.
Thank you. So
Yeah.
there's that one with the death and resurrection, which is in so many different cultures and historics all around the world. The rebirth story, which I think is also an analogy for the rebirth of the self, becoming self-aware when you're connecting. What other story in there really grabs you that you're like, oh, I just loved sharing this?
Yes, one of my favorites is it's called Inanna and the God of Wisdom, and it's about her relationship with her grandfather. And he is a known alchemist. His name is Enki. And what's cool about this story, I love this story, is he is in possession of all the sacred powers, and they're called the May, M-E, but May. And she decides that she would like them, and she moved and called to go visit her grandfather. She's very intuitive. She's a high priestess in her own right, and she arrives and starts to. Beer is big for her. She enjoys her beer, and she and her grandfather start to sit down at their table and drink beers, and he proceeds to get very inebriated, and lovingly, and this liquid generosity overcomes, and he just finds himself giving her all his May, all the sacred spiritual powers of the land. And she is a leader to her people. So of course she's like, well, this is wonderful. Thank you. And she loads them all in her boat of heaven and begins to sail back to her land, where she, as a leader, wants to give these back to her people, which is symbolic, because that is a trait of divine feminine consciousness. The divine feminine serves all. And the way that that comes to fruition, that energy of the divine feminine serving all, is that when Enki wakes up the next day, he realizes what he's done, and he's very remorseful, and he tries to get them back. So he sends these creatures that are threatening to attack and try to get them back from Inanna and her counselor, who are sailing back to their homeland. And they both successfully ward off the attackers. And when she finally docks at her city, Enki shows up. And as she's unloading all of the gifts to share with her people, she literally receives them to empower her people. So divine feminine. But then also he transforms, and he shows up and gives more May than even he gave in the first place. So what that symbolically is, she helped him to transform. Instead of holding on to his power for his own self-aggrandizement, he learned from the goddess of love how it's more empowering to empower others with it. And so I love that story so much, because that's really at the core of what's going on with our resurgence of interest in goddess consciousness. We need to collaborate. We need to unify. We need to move away from separation consciousness and move into unity consciousness. And she represents that fully. So
I love that, because we talk in sales, you've got the competitive attitude or the collaborative attitude. So I love that you used the word collaboration, because we've been really pushing that, and we've been kind of looking at that, like competitive is like the male masculine energy, and then the collaboration is the feminine energy. And so like even in sales, like we almost, I call it more like doing it the female way, or the more feminine way, which is also similar to another client of mine who does real estate investing for women only. And she's got a book on Amazon here called Real Estate Investor Goddesses. And
cool.
Yeah, she's really cool. And she talks a lot about the way that women create in the world and the way that men create in the world. Men are very much like no pain, no gain, push, 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 right? Where women are more about pleasure, and we're more about, we resonate more with pleasure. The problem with most of us is that we feel too guilty and apologetic to take the time for ourselves. So we don't take the time for ourselves. So her entire teaching is all about doing more self-care, and the more self-care we do, the better effective we are in helping other people. And then that collaboration is so important. Everything is collaborative.
I love that so much. I absolutely fully agree. And the pleasure piece, I love you brought that up, because that's very Inanna. She's I would say one of the strongest aspects of her is that she represents a healthy second chakra without that shame, that so often is present. So she's considered a goddess of love, and even sexual love. So she is all about pleasure, and she prioritizes, Amy, you'd love this, she prioritizes her own pleasure. And in the mythology is very let's say it's not shy. As it was translated, it was very open about sexuality and really highlights her prioritizing her pleasure, which is just so valuable for us and for the young women growing up today to move beyond shame of their body and what they desire, what we desire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and talking about the balance in society on this subject area, over the last few hundred years, a woman's emotional state was considered in a negative way, while a male's emotional state was considered in a positive way. For example, oh, she's so emotional. Oh, he's so brave to share his emotions. Dude, they're both crying. Why is one considered negative, one's positive? As same with what you call pleasure. Got to be careful of the words I use. Why your sales are going up? I'll skyrocket all of a sudden. Oh, why would that be? Anyway, let me just say, folks, that pleasure interaction stuff, a woman was considered negative for that, where a male was considered positive. Yet if you go back to more ancient cultures, that pleasure of the goddess meant abundance for all. And oh, dang it, where'd my words go?
I love that you just brought that up, Jamie, so much, because it is connected. Her mythology is for sure connected to the fertility of the land. And that's it. Oh, go ahead. Tell me what you were just going to say.
And for anybody that feels a little concerned about this subject area, let me say 100% of your genetic lineage, your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents,
all of your ancestors.
All your ancestors did it. 100%.
Absolutely.
So you wouldn't be here. So anyone's any judgment on it, you're judging yourself. Self-judgment brings shame. Shame's the lowest vibration. And so you're actually removing yourself from opportunity. When you're in shame, you can't have imagination or creativity. And that's where abundance lies. So what? Around our way, go get some pleasure.
That's right, exactly. And I love that so much too, because what you're highlighting is, how what the masculine perspective was valued, where the feminine was, on some level, vilified, the emotional aspects of the feminine. There were diagnoses, as a clinician, there were diagnoses of, being hysterical. And that was you could be locked up for being hysterical. And much of this is related to our intuition. And Inanna is a lot of her mythology really highlights that she relies on her intuition. There are many aspects where she pauses and goes within, which is what we do. You do energy work, right, Jamie? So it's like you tune in. And this she does, but that's we have divine masculine and divine feminine, but it's about what you were saying, to be in balance, right? And this is what Inanna insists on. In many scholars consider Inanna androgynous because she is so balanced, and that's also deep medicine for the earth plane right now, right? This dissolution of binaries. One of my chapters is called Transcending the Binary, because she is emphasizing she doesn't want to be contained or constrained. She wants to honor what is true for the individual. Her message is tune into your heart. Whatever your heart tells you is your answer. That's you. Learn the message of your own heart and celebrate it, and allow yourself to be who you really are. And she deems that so courageous, So it's a message that is ultimately about bringing our planet and ourselves into balance, right? The healing process that we do in our initiations is ultimately a process that brings us more and more into alignment, or more and more into balance. So I love your emphasis, Jamie, on balance.
I love that. And it really is fascinating. Like John in the chat was going, what? When I was talking about some of the history of women. And, John may not be aware of this either, but women used to get sent to the doctor because they were in hysterics. And then the doctor would basically give them pleasure. And that was what the doctor did, and then sent them home. I can imagine women going, yeah, honey, I'm feeling hysterical. I think I need to go to the doctor again.
Well, it seems to be getting worse. You're going weekly now. Eat your veggies.
But it's like, and then it makes me crazy because one of the things I found out recently was Robert F. Kennedy. there was an insane asylum that was out in that area that another famous person was at. And he would drop his wife off there when she was angry or hysterical and give her shock treatment. Give her shock treatment. This was a president's wife. I was like floored that like that wasn't that long ago that we just dropped our women off and went, here, give them shock therapy, and yeah, it was like, it blew me away. But like the history of what we've done with women, and most of the time
recently, if you look, civilization's been around for thousands of years, and it's been in the last couple of 100 years, 500 or so, where it's been more and more male dominated. Now,
patriarchal.
Yeah. And Seana mentioned before about the intuition. The intuition is a very subtle, and we call it a feminine energy because it's subtle and allowing, where the conscious mind is more masculine. It's more abrupt in decision making. And what happens is everybody's got intuition. You're like, oh, I wonder what my mum's doing. I really should give her a call. Next minute, your phone rings and it's your mother. I was just thinking of it. Everybody's experienced that. You can train yourself to be more aware of these subtle energies. Grab this book or grab the audio book and have a listen to that, because it's a great insight into what's possible for you. Now, that subtle energy of the intuition comes in first, but it comes in quiet and allowing. And then you've got conscious mind drops on top, and which is the masculinity. So women are more in tune because they're more in frequency with this already. So when you have women go, I think we should take this road as opposed to that road, and the men go, I don't understand why the sign, and then they go, oh, it must be witchcraft because I, the man that's in charge, cannot understand it, so therefore it must be wrong, it must be evil, it must be bad. And we, out of the male fear, created all these rules and regulations that actually restricted something that was great for all people, all society, as opposed to going, well, how did you do that? How did you know that? Like Amy one morning woke up and said, I think you should fill the car up. I think it's going to snow. And I get up and look out the window and I'm like, crazy. I still filled the car up. And 2 days later, we were snowed in for 14 days. It's saying yes and the possibility that something else exists that you're not consciously aware of right now opens your world up for more experiences. The more experiences you have, the more understanding you have, the bigger framework you have to observe society, observe life, and then that enables you to have new experiences instead of recreating the daily humdrum of life.
Also, intuition is literally written into our DNA code, both men and women.
Yeah, yes. Absolutely.
Both men and women. But women, what they've studied around women is that women that have had children are 100% accurate at reading body language, because we need to be able to know if that face is a I'm hungry face or I have gas, right? Like
Totally.
we know it. Or if you've seen a mom like listen to her 2-year-old and you just heard a bunch of blubberish and the mom totally understood it, it's because we read body language. So it's like the mother understood it. We have to. And then also, typically we have a few more predators than men do. And so the women that paid attention and were intuitive about who to stay away from were the ones that passed their code down. Right.
And same with the women that were going, something's wrong with my child, I gotta go get him. Those child got to survive and pass on that DNA. Right. So it is, women have it naturally.
It's literally written in our code.
DNA.
Yeah.
And that gut feeling you have when you go, I don't know if I should walk through this alley. I'm going to walk around. And those people survived. And it's we all have it. You can grow it. You can make it even more. And then it becomes exciting, some of the adventures that you have in your life when you trust your intuition and see where I'll go.
Oh, absolutely. And I love that story about the snow. Good job, Amy.
It was right really wild. I was like, no, something, it's gonna snow. And and it was weird. Well, because I saw it the night before in my dream. I saw it the night before in my dream. I literally saw, what was weird was I saw a full spotlight on the snow, and I told Jamie about it. And he had just put a security light up outside. And like literally 2 days later, it was like 2 feet of snow.
2 feet
and
of snow.
like we got
No one could move.
no one could go anywhere. It was crazy.
This
But we were all
came
set.
in from nowhere.
Yeah, we were all set.
You were all set. I love that confirmation. And, and you're right, Jamie, that it does come in subtly. And one of the things that Inanna teaches in her ascension process, in her rise, she accesses faith in herself. And my observation is that when we dial up the faith in our intuition, it tends to come in clearer. It tends to come in with more potency. So it's still subtle, but there's a frequency shift in it when we engage faith in the self. And so she definitely embodies that as well. And that's ultimately how she comes into her ascension process. She believes in herself. And that's something that, if we can all start to collectively believe and trust our own intuition, then we can find our answers within, and that's such an empowering process where we're not dependent on others, to heal, It's great to use those resources, but yeah.
Yeah, and you can. And one of the ways which you touched on there is about, being aware of it, and then acknowledging it and saying thank you to yourself. Go, hey, thank you, intuition, for showing me that. Start to acknowledge it. And then what happens, the conscious brain goes, oh, hang on, we've repeated this sequence multiple times. This is probably something that's of value. I'll make note to bring it up to your conscious mind more often when it happens now. So acknowledging the moment and saying thank you. Attitude of gratitude is very powerful.
That helps the neurons in the brain to start to because right now all of your neurons are kind of in a rut, like a car that's driving over and over again.
Yeah.
So that almost when you thank that intuition for coming in, it almost pulls that out of the rut a little bit. And then it starts to build a new rut of a new pathway of like, now you're intuitive,
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. and it starts with faith in ourselves. Like that's that confirmation of thank you, intuition is an expression of faith. I believe in you. I appreciate you, So
that's
beautiful.
very cool. And your story before about the second story you shared about from NT, who had the May, which was all the gifts and the blessings, and sharing that out. And when he saw Inanna,
Inanna, perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, she said I could call her Iana, so
it's perfect.
She was in Australia.
She's not insecure. You can call her anything you want.
Exactly.
That actually reminded me of the concept of karma as well. The more you give, the more you get in regards to the blessings and the tithings, where it's like, hey, give 10%, you get 50% back. The more you give, the more you have the opportunity to give. So when May NT was closed down, it's like, oh, I don't want to lose any of this, and none of it got to grow either. It's like hoarding all the seeds. Go, oh, I've got the biggest potential crop here. Well, you have zero crop unless you plant it. It's like information. They go, knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is power. Otherwise, It's just some fun stuff that you can share at a party. You're not doing anything. So applying the knowledge, giving so as you can receive, sharing, supporting, listening to your intuition. There's so much that you can benefit, folks, from having a read of this book and starting that journey.
Yeah, this is awesome. Very good. Awesome. Well, gosh, I am so honored that you spent the time with us today. We kept Seana over a little bit.
Oh, we did.
When we have really good conversations, they tend to go a little longer. But we would love to have you back again.
Yeah.
Thank you. I would be so honored. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the beautiful work you are both doing in the world. So thank you for having me on.
Oh, thank you. Guys, grab her book below and feel free to write in any questions, and we'll let her go while we talk about all the other stuff on our carousel.
Yeah.
Can they find you on social media?
Absolutely. You can just Google my name and find my website and all of that. And
awesome.
I'm on social media.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very good.
And like I said, you won't find any other Seana Zelazo out there, I'm sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Awesome. Oh, she was amazing.
Awesome. Yeah,
Very good.
I want to hang out and have.
John said, terrific discussion. Thank you. Good night. Yeah.
I want to hang out on an afternoon and do coffee and chat with her.
Totally.
Yeah.
I could have some tea with her and Inanna.
Yeah, and learn some more. The next thing, if you want to hear where I stumbled over my words repeatedly today, it's because I got a blocked ear. My ear.
That is distracting. I'm sorry that's going on.
Because each time I look at you, I'm like, oh, you're talking. I can hear a noise, and I'm like, oh, you're actually talking. But if you want to enjoy this or enjoy some of the other podcasts that we had, some of the great guests,
go to Meet the Authors. Click through that, guys. Yeah. Make sure. Thanks for sharing another very interesting author with us. You're welcome, Jenny. I love that. The author discussions are. Jenny said that this is her favorite show when we do authors.
Yeah,
she loves it when we have an author on.
When we have some of those really groovy authors with so much.
So make sure you click through and go follow Meet the Authors. That's our podcast. So we do some of the replays on there of the really good ones. So we do the really highlighted ones on there. So guys, go follow that, and you can listen to some of our other podcasts there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right here on Amazon.
We got a bunch of people that we're going to have to get back on it. So we've had. Listen to the podcast.
Thanks for the follow, John.
And give us some requests.
John, thanks for the follow. This is for you. Welcome to
Thank you. Yeah, for sure. If there's someone in the podcast you go, oh, I'd really love to hear more from this person, let us know. We've got some pretty groovy people out there that we would love to have back as well. So hey, thanks very much, John, for following. We appreciate it, and we appreciate that you like my little video. I like the sound music in it. So the first thing on the carousel is this is a 10-foot long iPhone lightning charge cable. And there's 2 cables and 2 power blocks. And the power block has the smart chip in it with the dual chip intelligent charging. So what that does is it super quickly, as soon as you plug it in, it goes, this is the maximum speed this product can get charged at. Charges it up at that speed without hurting your device. So there's 2 charging blocks and 2 lightning cables, nice 10-foot long cables. You can have it set up anywhere. And it's only $9. It's 23% off right now. The next little guy is the from Eugene. Now, Green. It's the 3-port. I've got the 4-port here. So basically, if I was to just cut it off here, that's the size of it. You know, it's like, oh, that's how big it is. And I've got the 4. That's the 3. So you've got the USB-C ports. You've got 2 USB ports and the USB port with GaN technology. So this replaces the power bank for the power block for your MacBooks, your iPhones, and all those things. You've got multiple ports, multiple technology in here. It's smaller than the normal block, and you can power all your devices at once. It's a huge space saver for me when I'm traveling as well as on my table. Hey, Pudgy! Welcome.
What starts with E, ends with E, and has only 1 letter in it?
An envelope! Boom. Pleasure to have you back. So that's the Ugreen power block right there. Definitely a great little option for you, especially if you have more than 1 item. Now, me, I've got 2 MacBooks, got a iPhone and monitor. So it's really cool for me having the 4-block, have the 3-block, different colors, different options, 34% off, and well worth it. Then we have the power bank. This is a Power Surge power bank. It's got 22 AC outlets from Super Denny, and it's got the surge protection on it. Surge protection, super important when you have a whole collection of things plugged into the one outlet. Do not have one power strip with another power strip plugged in it to another power strip. The doubling up of all those power strips can create a power surge, which can create an electrical fault. So this protects you from that because here you have a trip. What that means is when there's a power surge, instead of that power surge blowing up any electrical stuff, just turns it off. Then you come along, everything's off. Yeah, and your house just got saved. Flipped him back on, nice and handy. We've got 22 AC outlets, and you've got 6 USB outlets down here, USB and a USB-C. That's That's the Super Danny. Amy has, when I'm not showing it in a show, Amy has it with all her lights on, and she prefers it because it's just one click of a button to turn everything on. You ruined my joke. Which one? Which US state has the smallest soft drinks? Minnesota. Alan DeBay. Oh, it's a challenge of the one-liners here. Keep them up. Keep them up. Hey, Alan DeBay. Okay, Pudgy. Pudgy and Alan, give us your best jokes. Minnesota. Nice. So this is the this is the Nelco. This has got some big discounts on it today. It's got some big discounts on it. It's the Nelco Bluetooth thermal shipping label printer. It's wireless, and look, there's my hand. See how small it is. It's tiny. It's slightly bigger than a shipping label, and so that you have all these thermal paper down here, concertina, and they just pull into it and print off super ultra fine DPI on it. So you get very precision. It's got 203 DPI, which gives you a super precise printing on your thermal printer paper, making it very good for your QR codes, your barcodes, nice and precise lettering. So yeah, it just opens up a little clip at the bottom, pops in, clipping down, power on, flows through, on-off button at the back here. And it also comes with a data cord. So if you don't want to use the Bluetooth connection, you can use a hard wire. So super handy, that little guy. You can get it in 3 different colors. It's 47% off, down from $170 to $89. That's a big discount deal right there. And they're a great little printer. This next guy is the is these door locks.
They're awesome.
Now these door, I got a little video showing them in use. So let me just share that with you. This is when we were down in Florida. The portable door lock is fantastic. You get a set of instructions, very simple to use, comes in a little carry bag. It is phenomenal. It'll use the smaller or the larger hole in the door, slip in there. You slide this heavy duty triangle device down into the door, and it pushes up tight against the door. And this metal frame is held against the metal door frame. So no one can open that door. So you can use this on any inward opening door for your safety and protection. It works very simple. It's lightweight, easy to carry. Everyone should have at least 1 or 2 of these in their travel bag for their safety. Great if your kids are going away at a dorm or a travel place and you want that extra layer of security and protection. Yeah, great little door locks. Absolutely super easy to use, and really gives you a sense of security as well. Only $14 for the 2-pack. You can get a 4-piece one or a 1-piece one. When you see it and when you use it, you're like, oh, this is better than I thought. When I first saw it, I was like, this looks a little bit silly.
Where do sheep go to get their hair cut?
The barber
shop.
Well, I don't know, the barber. The barber.
Clippers games. My ex, Sheila B. Hi, Sheila. Welcome.
G'day, Sheila B. Next thing on the hit parade.
Another door lock. These are great. I love these things.
Here it is.
I'll be interested to see.
We got the screws, long screws there, plugs if you need them. It goes into your door frame. This little thin part here slips between your door and your door frame. You screw them in, and then the door will not open, and it will withstand 800 pounds of force on top of what your door would already secure. So it's over 800 pounds of security right there. Now to open it, it's a little spring load in here. You just pull it out, and then it easily turns and locks back in. So just pull him out and look. Then it goes. Okay, I've got the next one on the carousel. actually shows me putting it in and how it works. So this one's, you get in a 1-pack, 2-pack, or a 4-pack, and it's the silver. Let's have a quick squiz at...
Why did the Witches team lose the baseball game?
They were caught out of base catch. I don't know baseball too much.
I don't know baseball either.
They didn't get
Witches
safe
team
home
lose.
plate.
Home plate.
Pitcher's mound, fly balls. That's where the ball goes up in the air. Not what you were thinking. Let's have a look at, here it is, at this next guy. Oops, that was a quick look.
This is the awesome door lock. You get 2 of them in the kit. Thanks for sending it to us to compare and share. You also get the installation hardware with the super long screws necessary to make it super secure. It's a great design. This part here slips between your door and your door frame. And then your door cannot open until you pull this little spring-loaded part out and it spins around. The door opens normally. When you want to lock it up and make it secure, you just push this guy across. And there it is. Super, super strong. Very easy to install.
A really great product. Really gives you a sense of security right there. Easy to install and very used. Why did the Witches team lose the baseball game? Their bats flew away. Their bats flew away. I should have got that one. That was a good one.
That is a good one.
I should have got that. I wasn't even thinking. I was trying
You
to think
stumped him. Good
I was
job.
trying to think of baseball
That
terminology.
was good. You stumped Jamie. That was really
Who
good.
does Navy put in basketball games if all their players foul out? Who does the Navy? Because they have like Navy and Air Force and stuff. Who does the Navy put in the basketball games if all their players foul out? I don't know. Who does the Navy put in basketball games if all their players foul out? You got me on that one too. They're subs. Ah! That's a good one. You got a guffaw from me. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is the next little item. This is from Ace Mining as well, that just had those other door locks. They've got a bunch of little security things. Go check them out. This is metal, steel, very, very super strong. And it extends out. It's got little pins in it that will pop out, little spring-loaded pins. So and a whole bunch of holes right here. So you can pop him out wherever you want to adjust the length. So put him on this little rubber end for a sliding glass door or for a window. This little end with the V on it, this goes up underneath your doorknob and this goes hard onto the floor. This will stop the door from opening inwards. So yeah, you can have it as a door stopper as well. What do you get when you cross a fish and an elephant? Swimming trunks.
Ooh.
I'm going to go with swimming trunks.
Swimming trunks is a good one.
That's my answer.
That's a good answer.
Dial a friend of swimming trunks. What else could it be? A dolphin that never forgets you. Finding Nemo. With a memories ambulance, there's no one. It was swimming trunks. I think I may have heard that one once before. But that was what first popped into my head. Good one, good one, good one. Oh yeah. These next two guys, first one's from Niceville. These are silver alginate bandage. Very cool. What this is silver calcium alginate. The calcium alginate comes from kelp and seaweeds. It creates a moist gel for healing, and the silver, as you very well know, silver is has super healing properties in it. And they're cuttable, they're soft, they're gentle, easy to remove, and you get a whole collection in the bottle from Niceville. And then talking about another company here that has some great packaging for wounds and whatnot is Demora. This one here that's highlighted is the Sacrum. Big pad, as you can see, big the size of your head. And this is Do I want to hear a construction joke? I don't know. Have you put it together yet? Have you made it up? Get it? Get it? Anyway, so this is for, oh, you're still working on it. Ah, I like that. Look at you guys, entertaining me. Keep it up. Do not stop. Sorry, I'm still working on it. Look at you guys. Haven't nailed down the punchline yet. That's good too. Construction. Wood. You've got no concrete responses from anyone as yet. No concrete laughter. So yeah, nice thick pad, nice wide area for the stickiness to attach to the skin. In this lower back part, when you get bed sores, that gets very tender and sore. Here's a great solution for it. And then we've got the M5, but yesterday it wasn't available. It's still not available, so we'll skip that little one. That's the M5. I'll highlight it for you. Anybody that's a young mum or a new family in any way, click on the Mum Cozy logo here on the M5. Go to the store, check it out. They are brilliant for that area of your life. Unfortunately, these guys are out of stock, so I'd just be teasing you to show you right now. This next guy is the female urination device. And comes in a packet, hold it all up together. And what this does is, if you're in a situation...
Bye, Uncle Pudgy. Have a great day. He's going to go play some games. Thank you for stopping in. We're so appreciative of you.
Thanks for swinging by and giving
really
us some
appreciate
jokes.
it. Yeah, we love that.
Very much do appreciate it. So this female urination device, as you can see, this area goes where the urination's coming out, and you can direct it where you want. It's got an extending little rod here that you can just pop on as well. So wherever you need to, you can remove that urine to a more convenient location. And we know much like the guys can. And the good thing is with this guy, it doesn't matter what temperature, stays the same size. So even though those colder, no comment. You weren't even
I wasn't listening, but I just caught it. And
you weren't listening.
Wrong, Jamie. That was wrong.
Weren't listening to what
it was wrong.
For all those people who do that polar bear plunge this time of the year.
Oh.
I
think it'll fit just fine. This is a pretty cool thing.
These are
shapewear.
Shapewear.
They keep a tummy in.
Nice.
They give you a little tummy tuck.
Nice.
They give you a little butt lift.
Yeah, it's actually
for the little badunkadunk.
It's actually got ring lines here to give your butt more shape, more curvature in the areas that get the woohoos. And the top here has a 2-inch little wide stiffer part of plastic that's super smooth. You don't really notice it, and except when you go to roll it, you go, oh, hang on, it doesn't roll. Yeah, it has 4 of these around the outside. That stops the material from scrolling on in. And because there's no seams, you can actually, if you want it, like, oh, I'm wearing ultra high skinny shorts or something and I need this ultra high cut, you can cut it. You can cut it. Yeah. So this is the button tummy shaper, high-waisted shapewear for women's with the butt lister. It's got a 20% discount on it, plus an additional 5% if you buy 2 or more.
Good stuff. Ooh, shine well. This one's a good one.
This is the massage belt.
I love this belt.
What's very cool is it already has the charger pack in here, and it has the cord attached. So you just charge up your charger pack. See, oh, that's my hair sticking out. I'm like, I think there's a bug climbing around the back of my head, but it's my hair. Just noticed it. Anyway, so this has the charger pack in it. Turn him on here. It gives vibration as well as infrared heat. Really good for your lower back. You can turn around and put it on your tummy. You can put it on your arm, shoulder, anywhere you like. Designed typically for the back. So we push the little button, little push hold. See, now he's on. This is the low. So if I go for mode, the vibration is going to change. See how the light changes? Now it's ultra fast. Now it's off. Now it's medium. Now watch, you can see the changes with the color. Brighter, brighter, off. So, infrared massaging belt. You really like this, don't you, Amy? You wear this quite often. Red light therapy waist belt relieves body fatigue and discomfort. 3 vibration modes, 3 heating modes. One size fits most. And if you accidentally leave it on, it'll switch itself off after 30 minutes. Where did the unicorn gallop off to after the thunderstorms?
After the thunderstorms.
Maybe there were some lightning bolts that he bolted to. No.
Bolts.
The unicorn.
Gallop. Unicorn gallop off.
Galloping unicorn with the horn. After. Well, let's watch this next guy.
While we figure it
out.
This is an over-the-door organizer, and it's got these like pieces that you just plop into the bottom that make it stiff. You've got these special corner pieces at the top that make it a little bit stiffer on the sides, and you've got these little wood pieces that slip into each side. They're kind of like a harder cardboard, not quite wood, not quite cardboard. And I'm excited about this because I have all these crafts, and now I can be a little bit more organized and get them off of some other shelves, which I love. So I'd like to thank them for sending this to me to review. There's so much space in here. You've got these big pockets. I like that there's these clear windows down here so you can see what's inside there, as well as it's got these side pockets here that you can fit stuff into. So I have glue that I want to make sure it stays upright. So it's great for these side pockets. And you can also put stuff in the side pockets to let you know what's in there. And there's those mesh pockets are on either side. So you really have a ton of space and a ton of storage usage with this guy. So awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It really is great storage. Let's just see what the disc, it says it's on a,
it's on a lightning deal today.
It's on a lightning deal today, 16% off, bring it down to $26. Yeah, discount yesterday had it at $28. So today's a couple of bucks cheaper. No guarantee it'll be $2 cheaper tomorrow. But today is a fairly good price. They are excellent. The little hook that holds it up is kind of spring loaded, so it will fit all width of door, all width, all thickness of doors. So yeah. So let's see. Where did the unicorn gallop off to after the thunderstorm? To see if his neighbors were okay.
Oh. Pretty good.
No, he went to greener pastures. Ooh.
Did I get it? Did we get it?
Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I get it? I think I got it. Saw his neighbor in a greener pasture somewhere
over the rainbow. Oh, okay.
You got me. The Space Aid Bamboo Silverware Drawer Organizer. This guy, very nice, made with natural bamboo.
What's the difference between Justin Bieber and a unicorn? It's pretty cute. This is a good one.
One's imaginary and the other's a unicorn.
Yeah, one is a magical creature found in little girls' dreams, and the other's just a unicorn.
That's funny.
I thought that was pretty hilarious.
Space Aid Bamboo Silverware Drawer Organizer. So as you can see, it's at an angle. Oh, let me pull off this. I'm still sharing the other guy.
I don't want you to end our live. Move the phone.
Here we go. We're back. I got sidetracked by the. Can you bring that up again so I can touch it?
Yeah. Just don't hit it.
Here we go. At an angle. So it goes in underneath the other angle there. So your knives, your forks, spoons can all go in. You can fit more in the drawer, and the handles are easier to grab. It also comes with a bunch of different labels: spoon, fork, knife, spoon, salad spoon, cake fork, cake knife, whatever. This is 2 rows. You can get it in 3 rows, which means you get 1, 2, 3. Get it in white, silver, black. I prefer the natural bamboo. I like bamboo is nice and sturdy and strong, and the natural bamboo colorings I really like. I think they're cool. 41% off. So check it out. Whichever ones you prefer the most yourself. This next guy is also on a lightning deal. These are the acrylic stackable little drawers. Look at this. Just slides all the way out. You can easily see what's in your drawer, and they stack. You can stack 3, 4, 5, however many high you want, and they stay nice and stacked. And the handles don't catch on anything. They're inside, so the handles aren't catching. And so this is them, as you can see, nice, and you can easily see what's inside them. You can stack them around, stack them the other way, up or down. Great for under the sink. Great for keeping all your makeup in your bathroom. 15% off. Or a craft room, a whole lot of little crafts and sewing room. You know, you can use it for a lot of different things. You can get them in the 2-pack, 3-pack, 4-pack, which is highlighted, 6-pack, 8-pack, and it's 15% off. It's a great price for the 4-pack. We actually we got sponsored with these, and when we moved house, I don't know what happened to them.
Can't find them still.
And
I know we
so
had
then
them.
we went and bought some more because Amy loves them. They're really good.
I did.
Really, really great stuff. These are the Wawaya.
Joanna said, this is kind of late for you, Mr. Bear and Mrs. Lion. Not on Thursdays. We have Meet the Authors at 4 o'clock. We start at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Thursdays with Meet the Author. Had an awesome author on today, too.
Oh, she was really cool.
These are the Wawaya sandals. Men or women can wear them. They got the jewel strap on the front here for you to buckle it in to fit your foot precisely. Nice, deep, ergonomic feel for your foot. Nice and flexible and sturdy and strong with a non-slip sole. We talked about the sole today with the author.
We did.
Yeah. I don't know whether the sole was non-slip, but it was definitely there. 43% off. Nice big deal. There's over 20 different options you can choose from in colors and colors and patterns. So check them out, have a look, find your favorite one and grab in. This is still on a lightning deal, or this is still on a discount deal. Really great. Yesterday it was too, and it is today. Amy took it.
I did today. It's over here.
It's over here now.
On the floor because I was wearing it. It was cold. You had it freezing up here all of a sudden.
I didn't have anything.
Why you did that? Why do you love it? He loves the Arctic.
It sounds like blame, folks.
Yeah, it's blame.
It really
blame.
It's not good to blame.
It's absolutely blame. One of us likes it Arctic and the other one likes it tropical.
These are a wearable blanket hoodie. So here's the hoodie part. Now the outside is a soft flannel fleece, like a plushy toy for a toddler. And the inside is a faux Sherpa wool, which is also soft and plush and flushy. You can get them in different colors, different sizes. They certainly are lovable, fun, enjoyable to get in. Amy's got a bunch of them and you can't get... she's one place there. The grandson grabbed... Oh, wow. I was going to say your pocket's really deep, but it's not. It's the sleeve.
Oh, you're over here too, huh, Joanna? Nice. Joanna's all over the place.
Ah.
Nice. Welcome, Joanna.
Alan liked my answers though with the unicorn.
He did like your answers.
That's good.
Well, those are good. Those are creative.
Go to see the neighbors that had greener pastures. Now, I always, as a kid at school, they'd say, "You want to hear a naughty joke?"
Sure.
2 white horses fell into a puddle of mud and 3 brown ones came out.
That's like when you ask Siri to talk dirty to you. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Ask Siri or Alexa. It's
ask
like,
Siri. Siri will go, dust bunnies.
Dust bunnies, particles of rock and sediment.
Funny.
So that's that one. And the one that I have, same company, just a different listing, is this one. Now this is pretty cute because it's got the leopard print. I like to think of it as a Dalmatian, but it's a leopard print. Leopard print, black and white, nice and grey. Mine's the super long, extended size, extended extra large kind of size.
Why do unicorns like corny jokes? And oh, I messed it up.
What kind of jokes do unicorns like best? The corny ones. Is that it?
Why do unicorns like silly jokes?
Because they're corny?
Yeah, because they're unicorny.
Unicorny. So yeah, you can get them in different sizes. This is the extended larger size right here. So you can get them in a kid size, you can get them in a regular oversize, and extended oversize. This is the extended oversize.
Minutes of Truth. You guys are so funny. Love watching you. Oh, thank you so much. Which one's funnier though? Like which one? Like
it's not a challenge.
And feel free to give us a follow. We'll give you a really fun little cute graphic.
Hey, Minutes of Truth, follow this.
Oh, woohoo!
This is for you.
Thanks for the follow.
Thanks. Thank you very much for the follow. We appreciate it.
We do.
All right, now here's the 2 water drops. Boom, boom, boom.
I got the first one highlighted.
This
one is on a crazy good deal. Like crazy good deal.
Sale. It holds about 7 cups of water. And there's a 5%, 46% off and a 5% additional coupon. Make sure you click that coupon before you pop them in your cart. $14.99. Normally $27 down to $14.99. It has the optional fill here, or you can lift it off the fill. What you'll notice inside though is this filter has 2 holes. So it sits in nice and snug. Those 2 holes means it filters twice as quick. This, as you saw, this piece here can come out as well. You can just use it for whatever jug or pop him in for filtering your water. The lid goes down on top and this little light will show up when you've got to replace your filter like we do.
Cool.
So that holds 7 cups of water and it's gravity. It filters, drip, 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 gravity filtered. This is battery filtered. It holds 15 cups.
Also on a really good lightning deal right now, $39. I'll see if there's any other extra discounts on that.
You got your filter, just unwrap him. You slip him up in here. He clicks in and then the water sucks up, pushes through the filter and comes out on the top when you push the button. So you just push this button and it's charged up from your provided cable here. Also comes with a little cleaning brush to clean the whole area. So you push him and it will force the water through. 15 cups of water. And it looks really nice just sitting on your countertop as well. And you can have that water instantly. Both of these guys are going to reduce the PFASs, the PFOA, chlorine, BPA, and stuff. So you have a much clearer, cleaner water that you're putting into your body.
This one was on a huge lightning deal. It's $39.19, and if you buy them both, you get another 5% off on both of them. By the way,
additional 5% for
by
buying
the way
2 items. So yeah, these are good price for the water drop. Water drop. Click on them. Check out the store. They got a few things in there that nice, fine, and dandy in that area of your for you to drink.
Why do unicorns listen to polkas?
Polka.
Polka.
Oh, dancey polka. I don't know. Why do unicorns listen to polka?
Because they like to hear the unicordians.
Oh, it's the polka's usually done on an accordion. Gotcha. That's not my zone.
It is not my music either. But hey,
these
you gotta love a good polka.
Oh, I will enjoy any experience. Now, I've got 2 of these path bats here.
Well, that's a good thing that you'll enjoy any experience because I just signed us up for square dance lessons.
Yeah, any experience that I sign us up for, I'll enjoy it. So you listen to the subtext. Here is the mat, and the top is a stain-resistant, quick drying. Inside this spongy part here is diatomaceous earth, and on the back you have a non-slip rubber backing. So this is great outside the shower or the bathtub, something like that, because when water gets spilled or it's wet, and then you go to use the bathroom, you're not like, oh, my feet, ugh. You know, it's quick drying, and the diatomaceous sort of spongy feeling here, about 1/4 of an inch thick, is healthier for the environment. Now, I'm showing you this guy because it's black with the gold. You can see the pattern nice and easy. The next guy on the listing, it's actually a cream with white. And when I show it up here with the bright white lights, you just see white. But it's the same item. Now, same material, same purpose, different colors. What you can do, though, is to get it in a number of different lengths. I think this is really cool as well. Next to your kitchen sink, you know, where water keeps getting spilt all the time. Actually, just before the show, I was filling up a jug of water, and a nice basin of water in this shirt. And when I lifted it up, I caught the top of the tap hose, and I went, and water all over it. So then I'm there, Amy's, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm drying my shirt. I got her hair dryer. No, it's all dry now. It cleaned up while we did our pre-check with the author.
Oh, good.
Go check out her book. It's right at the front of the carousel.
Great
there.
author we had on today.
Yeah, and if you've got Audible, I think you can get a free audio copy right now. It's a special deal happening with Amazon. So grab it, have a listen to it. Wonderful, amazing lady.
What card game do unicorns play? You should know this one.
Poker. Boom, boom.
No,
boom.
that's funny.
With their no heads, they poker. Roulette, blackjack, old maid, go fish.
Uno. One.
Dos.
One corn, one unicorn, one horn.
Uno,
Uno.
dos, tres.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis.
If you guys want to have a laugh, the one semester Spanish
love song.
One semester, go Google.
One semester of Spanish love song. It's great.
One semester.
That guy's super funny.
Yeah, one semester of Spanish love song. It is hilarious. And we have watched it many, many times.
What's the difference between a unicorn and an honest politician?
Nothing. They're both make believe.
Yeah, exactly.
That was too easy.
That was too easy.
Oh yeah, have a look at these little space heaters. They're both a good deal. They both heat up the space nice and right. This one here you can use in your garage. You can use in different environments. It's a little more industrial looking. On the top here you'll see the dial has fan, so you can have them in summer just circulating air. You can have low heat, which is 750 watts, high heat 1500 watts, and this dial here is your speed of the fan. Now you can face him up and he rotates just over 90 degrees. Shoots the heat wherever you go. That's an electric coil. This is a ceramic heat up. It heats up nice and quick. Now, the previous guy is just $24.99. Have a quick check. There is a 20% coupon on it. Oh no, there isn't.
Yeah.
No, I hit the wrong button. It changed as I was clicking the button.
It's you're on this one.
No, I'm on this one.
Okay.
I was just talking about this one.
Yeah, this one's got a 13%.
It's 13% off, so it's down to $51.99. This one is on a super deal. It's down to $24.99 with the 17% off, plus a 20% coupon. It's a little nicer for inside the house. Looks pretty cute. Again, the fan button, you can have just fan for the air. So off, just fan. You can have low. Low is 950 watts. High is the 1500 watts. So the low on this is a little warmer. And of course, you got your fan speed. And it also has, as the ceramic, if it gets knocked over, this little button on the top here, it pushes in when it's sitting upright. And as it tips over, it pops out and turns off the device. So it has tip over heat protection. So if it gets knocked over, it's not going to burn your carpet or anything like that. So, which is pretty good in that arena. So these are two groovy heaters. Oh, there, I'll leave that one. Amy has that one in her office all the time. And then she goes, where is it? I'm like, we had a show. It's still out. It's out in the studio. The studio, my goodness, that's where it is. It's in the
My
studio.
office is like freezing in there. Oh,
Is
my
your
God.
window open?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's just like, I don't know if the heat goes in there. I keep
Yeah.
the door closed because it's like, if I'm not in there, why heat it?
Yeah.
And then that little heater works great
Yeah.
because then when I am in there, I just turn it on. But it is very cold in there.
Very, very cold. How cold is these last couple of days? We've had some big storm, big wind storms, and it's overcast, and the temperature's dropped about 10 degrees to what it was a couple of days ago. So yeah, the last couple of days are super cold.
What's the difference between a unicorn and a carrot?
One's orange, one's an orange vegetable, and the other
Unicorn and a carrot.
unicorn and a carrot. Hey folks, what's the difference between a unicorn and a carrot?
He's asking for help.
I'm just letting you know that Amy cannot tell the difference, and she's asked it, and I'm very concerned about what we had for dinner last night. Then that's all I'm saying. And a unicorn.
You give up yet?
One's a pointy orange, and one's an orange pointy.
One is a funny beast, and the other one is a bunny feast.
A funny beast and a bunny feast.
Yeah.
Very good.
Funny beast and a bunny
That
feast.
one passes. Acceptable.
That one's good. It's all right. I think the first one I told was the funniest. The Justin Bieber one.
That is cute.
That was cute.
That was cute. Tell it again.
Oh, see if I can.
No, you can't.
What's the difference? No.
Between a unicorn and Justin Bieber. One's a
magical creature.
A magical creature that little girls dream about.
Yeah. And the other one's a unicorn.
And the other one's a unicorn. So while they're dreaming, they can have one of these cotton top pads.
Ooh, this is nice.
This is from Han Sleep. This is the king for our bed, and it's vacuum sealed in here. You open up and it expands. It expands between 2 inches and 3 inches. Nice big comfy potty, like sleeping on a cloud. And it's got nice deep pockets, 21 inch. It'll wrap down around the mattress, and it's all elasticized in the bottom so it doesn't slip off. We pop these guys on top of the air mattress when we have friends and family stay over.
It does not feel like an air mattress.
They're like, wow, that was a really comfortable sleep. It felt just like a mattress at a hotel. It was super comfy. That's the mattress topper, non-slip going on top of the air mattress. You can throw it on top of any mattress and be enjoying that extra comfy sleep. And it actually has a 3-dimensional hollow fiber that brings great resilience and soft touch. So you can have it last for a while, as well as have that comfort everywhere. Many different sizes for you to choose from. Twin, full, queen, short, queen, king, cow king, and the twin XL. I used to sleep in a twin XL trundle bed when I worked in Japan.
What's a trundle bed?
Means you got a big white, like the length of the bed was one giant drawer. So it was like it looked like you had a 1 foot high or 1.5 foot high bed, but that was actually one huge drawer.
So was it like a drawer in the wall and you pulled it out and then that was the bed?
No. The bed just sat there.
Okay.
And it had the base of the bed was one giant drawer.
Oh, okay.
So imagine this is the bed.
Mm-hmm.
This whole size was a drawer that came out
Underneath
this way.
it.
So as opposed to the little drawers, it's one giant drawer. One giant drawer under the bed.
Got it. Interesting.
It was good. It was good. As you imagine living in an apartment in Japan, you want to save as much space as you could down there. They actually had a show that I saw about the smallest apartment. This is a high rise, and the narrowest, it's in Japan, and the narrowest part is about 2 feet wide. It goes from 2 feet wide. It's at the edge of where roads come in. So it's like about 2.5, 3 feet wide, and goes out to about 8 feet wide.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was, and so it's very interesting. Like to get up the next levels, you actually have to go like basically climbing vertical up these little stairs.
Oh, how funny.
And your toilet is actually, you go out the door, and where those stairs are circling around, that's where your toilet is on the other side of those stairs. So you can't run to your bathroom naked in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that would be awkward, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, what game should you never play with unicorns?
Volleyball? Headbutting?
Leapfrog.
That
It's wrong.
awkward is
Is that wrong or what?
the visual certainly is over the top. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Hopefully you clear that.
Hopefully.
Clear that.
Yeah.
It's so wrong.
It's not so bad about you, but it's when they try it. So they're not very coordinated like that. You need a lifesaver. And this is one of them. This is the EcoFlow.
Ooh.
Oh my. Oh my. Is anyone listening to what Amy's saying here?
I don't think so. I think we lost them. All right.
With your jokes.
I probably lost one of my jokes. This is the EcoFlow, and this is a pretty cool deal to have.
It's a great little generator. It's got a bit of a discount on it right now. 40% off, down from $350 to $209. You have 3 AC outlets. You have 4 USB outlets. You have the 12 volt. You have a light and a switch. And also it charges up on this side. Now, you can actually connect it up to your solar panels.
Mm.
Yeah, right in there. That cord, and it actually has the cords here for you to connect up to your solar panel. It also has the cord to charge it up with your normal charging volt.
Mm.
So yeah, that's the EcoFlow River. Check out the EcoFlow store. They've got some of the generators actually come with solar panels, some of the bigger packages. This is one of the smaller ones. Really handy to have that extra power supply when you need it.
And it is 40% off today, so it's down to $209. This thing it's really incredible. It's power source. You can solar power it. The item weight itself is 11 pounds, so it's fairly light to pick up.
Mm-hmm. And you plug him in the wall outlet, and it's 80% charged in an hour. So it charges up super quick. In 1.5 hours, it's fully charged. And then you've got this backup safety element of electricity if you need it. And it also comes with an app. Connect with the app and do software updates on it and upgrade it.
Cool. Oh, TizCare. It's a good one.
It is.
It's on a huge. This is the lowest price I've seen it. I have not seen it this low, guys. It is down to $149.99. It is 40% off today.
Wow.
Yeah. Normally $249. So it's $100 off on this guy.
40% off.
Yeah.
Bringing $100 off it right now, down to $149. Now, push these little sides in. This rotates. And you can rotate it 360 degrees, so you can actually have this up at an angle.
Tilt it whatever angle you want it towards your feet, like if you're sitting in a desk or something.
See?
Like I often am.
Hanging up there. You can put your arms in it, forearms, lay down, have it flat, put your thighs in it. A lot of different options there with him. Now, this is pretty cool. You can also use it with the remote control, or you can use it with the press buttons on the top here. On, off, you got speed, auto, heating, direction, time. Now, it does rolling, it does scraping, it does shiatsu aspects on your foot. Really good to massage the feet for your overall health and wellness and well-being. You've got heating, kneading, rolling, shiatsu, and scraping. All these elements with the heat and the pressure, massaging your feet. Feels really, really good. We've got we've got the silver gray and the white are just $139. So they're 44% off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
yes, if you don't care about color,
go grab those ones. We've got the upgraded.
they work just as good.
Upgraded gray,
Silver gray, gray,
yeah.
white.
Check them all out. Oh, there must be kids in
We
the
got
street.
kids in the streets.
Like,
They're playing. I love it when they're playing out there. It's
what
cute.
on earth is that noise?
It is very cute. It's children playing, and that's okay. Let them play, Jamie.
No, grumpy old man. Here we have the doggy bed. These are from Le Shore. They have a bunch of different animal products. It was the cat climbing tree and the hot bed. This is a super comfy bed. And they have the climate pledge friendly. So friendly climate pledge in the making of these products. 25% off. So it's down from $46.34. You can get it in a bunch of different colors.
I like the purple one.
It's more of a lavender.
I know it looks lavender, but it's called purple. And then I like the light green one. Those are my two favorites.
The limey green is cute. I like that.
And you can. This is good for cats too. You can use this for a cat bed as well.
Well, as you know, your cat will go wherever it wants to.
Yeah.
You don't have to say, "Hey, look, cat, I got this for you." What you're better off is saying, "Hey, look, cat, this is the dog's. You're not allowed in it. You get out."
Yeah.
That's
or just give the cat the box that this came in. The cat will probably like that better.
There's the deal. So it's got a faux Sherpa wool, nice heavy duty. It's got thick sewing here that's all connected up. And on the back, you've got this non-slip rubber surface. And it's nice and spongy and and comfy right there. It was on the edge of the table. The pups just love it. They get in. They love to snuffle down on these edges and do the walk around before they sit down. They definitely do.
They do.
You can get it.
They got some deep spots in here.
It comes in a collection of sizes, extra small.
Hide coffee beans in here.
Yeah, extra small. That's how you train the police dogs.
That's how you train your dogs to smell stuff, find stuff. Get them, hide coffee beans around the house, and then give them treats when they find them.
Mm-hmm. So this is the extra small is for animals up to 15 pounds. The small is up to 25 pounds. The medium is up to 45 pounds, and the large is for up to 100 pounds. So you've got several different sizes there. When you get it, it's all like shrunk in. You open up and go, whoop. Surprising how much these things can shrink down, some of the products you get. You're like, what is this? Couldn't be it. And then you go, boom. So it's made from a polyester, this faux Sherpa, a wool, and the friendly climate pledge. That is the Okiotech Standard 100, which basically means what they say it is. It requires textiles-based products to be tested against a list of 1,000+ chemicals to limit those which can be harmful to human health or your animal health. So these are all Okiotech Standard 100, which means that they're not harmful to you or your pets in any way.
I love that.
There's some cute puppy stuff that I saw earlier today, and I reposted it to my wall on my social media. It's like dunk, 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 like they sound, dunk, 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 and like the quick shots between all these little puppies, like doing like one ear up, one ear down. Weird faces are so cute.
Really?
Yeah.
Animals are great. They're the best.
Super cute.
Animals are the best.
They certainly are.
I keep telling Bedsure, keep sending us products. I've almost got you talked into a puppy. I'm this close. Keep sending products. Keep sending puppy products.
Right.
Like these beds and stuff.
In the universe, this close could be, there's an infinite of information in that closeness.
Oh yeah,
that's a huge distance, and a lot of elements to be fully aware of.
Is that so?
That is so. Doggy beds.
Doggy beds are the bomb. Thebomb.com. Well, guys, we had an amazing author today. She was really cool. Seana Zelazo.
Let's
highlight her book again real quick.
Roll back up and highlight her book. Ooh, there
The
it is.
Way of Inanna. How to Live Unapologetically. I love that interview because she's got a lot of really great, fascinating energy, and she did her research. She went and listened to our previous shows and stuff. That was cute.
That was really
Smart.
nice.
I am so lazy with that. Like, I should probably go listen to people before I get on their show, so I don't get sideswiped by some, who knows, like, what you agree to do. But yeah, she was awesome. Really interesting. So The Way of Inanna, a heroine's guide to living unapologetic. Inanna is the goddess of war and of love, and she was so balanced in what she did that a lot of people thought she almost has an androgyny about her. But yeah, she had me at the goddess of love.
Yeah. So this is from Summer, so Sumerian, 4,000-year-old, and she's got another book here.
That's not her book.
Oh,
no, that's somebody else's.
You're right. When I clicked her name, I thought I was going only to her stuff.
No.
I got tricked.
Yeah.
But on audiobook right now, you with a membership trial, you can get it for $0.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to add this and listen to it.
Yeah, it's a good one to listen to.
Yeah, because she's actually a licensed psychotherapist. She has a psychotherapy practice. She also has a number of different modalities that she works with. And with this book, it also brings it back to self-awareness, things that you can participate in, and getting your, when you read through the books, the chapters are connected to the energy centers that exist in the body and how they relate, a whole bunch of different stories. So really is a great little book to check out. Here we go. Let me go to the paperback here. And let me just read. Myth made manifest. Over 4,000 years ago in ancient Sumer, some of the first mythographers inscribed the stories of myths of the goddess Inanna on clay tablets in cuneiform. I don't know what that means. These incredible findings were unearthed and the fragments were painstakingly pieced together and translated. What they discovered were the ways of Inanna was heralded as a goddess who embodies polarities. So the differences there. We've got impatient and deliberate, an attentive lover and fierce warrior, connected to fertility as well as death. So life and death, making her an accessible, relatable, and inspiring representation of the divine feminine as she stands in her power and multidimensionality. So yeah.
Nice.
Definitely a groovy book. Fantastic author to speak to.
Yeah, and everybody out there is going through tough times. They're either in a crisis, they're getting ready to head into one, they're in the middle of one, or they've just gotten out of one, or they're, and there's just a really simple thing you can do to make the world a better place. So what should people remember, Jamie?
Hey, folks, when you're out and about, remember to share a smile. A smile can make the world of difference for someone. So smile at a stranger, and if you're adventurous, give them a little wink.
Tag along with Amy and Jamie while we meet the authors. Right here on Amazon Live. Ask questions to win a prize from your favorite author's life. So come on, just tag along with Amy and Jamie while we meet the authors. Right here on Amazon Live. Ask questions to win a prize from your favorite author's life.